Hey everyone, so we are live here regarding the USA elections 2024, and we have live updates from you as polling is going on. So we are waiting for some time, so more people will join this live podcast, live session, and we will be start updating you the results about the polling is happening, and soon we will be have the next USA 2024 president election. Who will be the next USA 2024 president? Selecting places, select polling places in three Atlanta areas counties are seeking to extend vote due to a threats. Fulton County in Georgia will likely seek from court to extend polling hours as set locations are affected by a known credible bomb threats until 7:30 p.m. according to Georgia official with the knowledge of the request. That same officials also told CNN that there are two polling places in Cobb County that are permitted to stay open until 7:20 p.m. and one location in Gwinnett County that will request an extension until 8 p.m. The official has said. Extending polling hours will push back the one window for when precincts must report results. Though most precincts are still expected to send in result by the original time of 7 p.m. ET. Now, incredible threats are received at multiple Atlanta area voting locations on Tuesday on CNN previously reported. Kamala Harris speak at DNC headquarters. Vice President Kamala Harris has stopped by the headquarters of Democratic National Committee in Washington D.C. Tuesday to thank who are phone banking for her campaign. Harris spoke to multiple sellers on the phone and encouraged them to follow through on their plans to get out to vote today. I am well, Harris could be heard telling one caller on the phone. I just wanted to call you and check in and make sure you know where you can go vote today if you have not already. Thank you so very much, and thank you for being an active participating in this very important process and the foundation of our democracy. We cannot do it without people like you, said she said. She told another to remind each other, everyone, the power of your voice, your vote. This election is obviously so important. Trump media stock is halted for extremely volatile trading as America goes to the polls. Former President Donald Trump's social media company has temporarily halted twice after a sudden and precipitous plunge on election day following a massive surge. So shares of Truth Social Honor Trump Media and Technology Group, which trades under the symbol of DJT, briefly turned negative after spiking as much as 17% earlier Tuesday morning after the stock was halted for volatility. So guys, this is the like market situation, and we are updating regarding the USA elections, and so much is happening in the elections, and this polling is still going on, and we are still waiting for the results. It is election day in America, and everyone is expected to go and vote for your favorite candidate, for you think that they can bring the best of you. Harris team are optimistic as a candidate keeps focus on turnout. The Harris team is closing out election day cautiously optimistic about the outcome tonight. Several senior Harris advisors who have recently spent time in battleground states say they are seeing key signs of momentum on the ground in several critical battleground states, including Pennsylvania and Michigan. They noted a shift in the race in the last week of the campaign. Several people who have spoken with Harris recently say she is spending the day She's spending the day speaking with advisors, conducting radio interviews, as she focuses on getting out the vote. Harris is reluctant to even discuss the possibility of a victory tonight. Advisor says she is notoriously adamant about not measuring the drafts ahead of an election. She fundamentally believes that she has to see every vote counted until she can do the exhale. One person has said. So, your hour by hour elections night guide. Here is a look at when polls will be closed across the country. We have an update for you guys. Election night in America will play out following the sun and poll closing time from east to west, generally speaking. See, according to the resources, who will win races as data becomes available, while some non-competitive states could be projected shortly after their poll close, others could take hours. Yeah, this is long data, and data needs to process so we can have the results. The map is situated so that former President Donald Trump, the Republican nominee, could see his side of the electoral vote count grow rapidly after early poll closing, and particularly if there are early projections for more populous red states like Florida and Ohio. Some of the biggest vote mine for Vice President Kamala Harris, the Democrat nominee, have polls that close later, including California and New York. It takes at least 270 electoral votes to win the 2024 presidential election. Yes, the winning candidate need 270 electoral votes to win the 2024 presidential election. Here is look at when polls close and the key electoral votes at stake each hour. Polls close statewide in the first 6 states, 7 p.m., including the battleground of Georgia, which has 16 electoral votes. Who knows when there will be enough data to project a winner in any of these states. Georgia's Secretary of State has said that there is up to 70% of the votes could be counted by 8 p.m. And because of early voting and pre-processing of mails-in ballots. It is also important to note that polls in some parts of the Indiana and Kentucky close earlier at 6 p.m. It will take some time for projection, even in some more solidly red or blue states. So most polls are closed in Florida at 7 p.m., but Panhandle close at 8 p.m. and no statewide projection will occur before all the polls close in a state. So 7:30 p.m. poll close in another battleground, North Carolina, as well as 2 red states. 8:30 p.m. poll will close in Arkansas, which has six electoral votes and is likely to support Trump. Polls will now be closed in half the state. 9 p.m. polls close in 15 states, including the battleground of Arizona, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Polls will also be closed in some of the most populous states like Texas and New York. 10 p.m. poll close in 3 states, including the fine battleground Nevada. So, guys, we are updating you to the USA 2024 elections, and as we are getting the update, we are here and we are telling you what is expected. So 11 p.m. polls close in 4 states, including California, Oregon, and Washington, representing a likely haul of Democratic votes. And 12 a.m. and 1 a.m. ET time, the final polls close in blue states of Hawaii at 12 a.m. ET and in the red state of Alaska at 1 a.m. ET. So there is so much going on, and so in some states they are asked for the extended time as they receive threats. to voting, so that's why they are giving them, the court is giving them the extended time, and we will see like what is expected. We are here. Well, guys, kindly please do share this live stream to others as well. If you want to ask any question, you can, the comment section is here, and you can support us by gifting also. You can support us by gifting, and this live stream, as we are giving you the live updates of USA election 2024, which is going to is which is going happening right now, and we will expecting our next president of United States of America. As we have got any more new update, we will be updating you as we are live, and we are here with you guys, and any update, we are here, and we are to keep posting, and we are keep updating you guys. Hello guys, we have a live election updates. Voters deciding tight race between Trump and Harris. There is a tight race between Trump and Harris right now. We cannot say anything that who is like the balance is, everything is balanced right now. Everything is tied up. No one is having lead. No one having his lead on another candidate, and so few problems have been reported so far as voters cast their ballots for president and determine which party will control the House and Senate. Nearly every poll in 7 battleground states says the presidential race is toss up. The presidential race is toss up, guys. Election day has arrived. Here is the latest update we are giving you, the guys. Voters headed into polling station. Sorry. Voters are heading to the polling station on Tuesday in the closing hours of a presidential contest that both major parties said will take the country in dramatically different direction, capping a contentious and exhausting 107-day sprint that began when President Biden abandoned his bid for second term. Precincts reported high traffic but few major issues with voting system through the early afternoon. Voters choose whether to elect the county first female leader or return a norm-shattering former president to the White House. They were also set to determine control of the House and Senate. As you guys all know that many Americans have already voted, but election turnout is still crucial. In an election that could come down to a photo finish, the answer to a crucial question will determine the next president. How many Americans would vote on election day? Early indications suggested that Americans headed to the polls in large number on Tuesday, despite early voting numbers. But the pictures varied in different states. More than 80 million Americans voted early, short of the modern record set in 2020 when the pandemic boosted voting by mail or for health reasons. Lexi Harder, 30, paid more than 1,100 for a round trip to ensure she could cast her vote on Montgomery County, PA on Tuesday. Harder, who is enrolled in a graduate program in Berlin, said she was devastated when her completed absentee ballot was returned to her in the mail on Saturday. On Sunday, she traveled 15 hours on a connecting flight to surrender her absentee ballot and cast her vote for Kamala Harris in person. Software issue of conspiracy theories in Pennsylvania. A technical problem affecting a ballot scaler in Cambria County, PA, on Tuesday kicked off a wave of conspiracy theories about widespread election fraud, despite assurance from counting officials that all votes would be counted. The software glitch prevented voters from scanning their ballots in Republican-leaning rural Cambria County, according to statement by Ron Ripack, the county's solicitor. The voters could still complete paper ballots by placing them in a locked box, so that they could be counted later. Courts have also allowed the county, which had a population over 130,000, to keep voting location open until 10 p.m. beyond the existing 8 p.m. deadline. Residents voted at the First United Methodist Church in Anchorage after supporter of Representatives Nick, a Republican, and Representative Mary Pelta, Democratic, represented early Tuesday. So, guys, this is a lot of things are happening in the presidential election day. We are updating you as we are receiving the updates. So stay with us. We have giving the voting is still continuing, and the in most and many states, the ballot closeout time will be like 7 p.m. or 7:30 to like 10 p.m. It varied on different states. Each state have different time for the closing the ballot, and there is so much is happening, and I hope there will be fair election, and the people go and vote, choose fulfill your right and vote to the right candidate that you think that can bring change to the America. So, guys, this is pretty much in this live session. We will back again when we have more update or major update regarding the USA 2024 presidential election.